So, some big news going on in the movie world. So, Netflix and Sony just signed a $1 billion deal for exclusive rights to Sony movies. Now, it's a little more complicated than that in the contract that they just signed. I think this is great because, frankly, I was not looking forward to one more movie subscription coming around. I was like, I don't want the Sony Plus crap that they're going to try and pull. So instead of Sony trying to do their own like Sony Plus type series, they just signed a deal with Netflix, $1 billion for exclusive rights for Sony new release movies. Now, what that means is now, before, when movies would go into theaters, movies had to wait 90 days before they could release their movies on streaming services and DVD sales, Blu-ray sales, all that. So since the pandemic's hit, that's kind of changed now. The new release window is now 45 days. So Netflix has acquired the rights after 45 days. So after a movie is in theaters for 45 days, Netflix will get the straight to VOD version of that film. So say, for instance, Morbius, that new Spider-Verse movie that's coming out. After 45 days, it goes straight to Netflix, and Netflix gets exclusive rights to that. Now, what this also means is, so Netflix only paid $1 billion for just the exclusive rights. That's not including the movies as well. So every movie that comes to Netflix paid $1 billion for the exclusive rights, and then whatever they negotiate for a price for these movies. So, it could be like, $100 million or something like that just for the movie that Netflix pays Sony. Just for that 18 months. That's the other thing, too. They only get rights to these movies for 18 months. So after 18 months, they have to renegotiate if Netflix wants to keep that movie on Netflix again. So I think this is great because I was not wanting to pay for another movie subscription, even though I'm not really a big Sony fan. There are some good movies. Number one, the Spider-Man movies. So, you got all the Spider-Man movies. You got you got Venom, you got Morbius coming out. You've got the Spider-Man, Tom Holland version, Tobey Maguire version, Andrew Garfield version. And then that's not even including Jumanji. You got Jumanji. You got a lot of good Netflix movies right there. So I think that this is going to be great news for a lot of people that already have Netflix. That means you're getting a lot more content on Netflix. Because it was almost getting to the point where I wasn't really finding anything else to watch on Netflix. Netflix has some great shows, but those only come around once every 2 years, if that. So I think this is great news. The Sony and Netflix deal, I think this is great. I think a lot of people will like that. So, yeah, I know this isn't a movie review, but, it's kind of related to movies. And I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. I like this. Maybe this will give somebody something cool to look forward to, in their Netflix. So this will all start next year. So next year is when this is going to start kicking in and all these movies are going to go straight to Netflix exclusively. So yep, that's my quick talk about that. I hope you guys are excited as much as I am, and I'll catch you later.